Hey YouTubers, how you doing? This is a car vlog, but I wanted to do a car vlog to update you on my status and what's going on. I'm also going to talk a little bit about a job I had with a company that I probably won't say the name of, but you're probably going to find out anyway because I'm just going to tell you. The company was an in-home job where you work at home and you do customer service, and it was an affiliated company with Best Buy. So I worked for a company named Teltec, and this was an in-home job where you do, like I said, customer service for Best Buy. So with this job, you would get calls through your internet. So everything was through their internet, so you didn't have to make calls going out. They would always come in through their system. And they had two systems, one for online orders and a totally different system for in-store purchases and stuff. Now the thing is, and I don't mean to put bad reviews on Best Buy, but I tell you, if you guys want to order online through Best Buy, I recommend going to in-store pickup. All right, you can go order online through their website, through Best Buy's website, and you'll get a big order number. It'll have BBY01 in front of it, and then a dash, and then 12 to 15 letters after that, or numbers after that. So the long digits are numbers. So when I worked at Teltec for Best Buy, I did a lot of calls come in about customers complaining about their orders. So a number of their orders would be their packages didn't come in, or their orders would be late, and they would want to return their orders, not be able to return them, or there's a lot of examples in there, but the main thing is, if you order through Best Buy, you're going to end up having problems. All right, if you order a small item like earbuds, for example, all right, I recommend just go to the store and pick them up. Don't bother ordering them online, because what would happen was, and this happened with every small order somebody made, even if they had a big order, all right, and then they had small earbuds in that big order, a lot of times the warehouse put that in a separate package. So say you make an order for earbuds, and I'm using it as an example because it's a small item. What they do is they'll process it, okay, to go through creation, and then it'll go through order processing, which means they're pulling it from the inventory and they're going to take it, it's all done at the warehouse. This is not done at the store. So they'll process it, and then when it goes after processing, it'll hit order acknowledge. And when it hits order acknowledge, that's where you have a lot of problems with clients, because they want to cancel their order, but they can't once it's in order acknowledge. And when it's in the order acknowledge status, that means that the warehouse put it in the box for shipping. They taped it and they stuck a label on it, and they're waiting for the UPS truck to pick it up. So when the UPS picks it up, a lot of times if it's a small package, like the earbuds, for example, or a DVD game or a DVD movie, something small, UPS will pass the buck on to USPS, which is your local postal service, United States Postal Service. And a lot of times people have called and complained because they couldn't cancel their order. They had to wait for the package to come in. And once it leaves UPS, UPS is done. All right, it's in the hands of the local postal service. And if you live in an apartment, a lot of times what I've heard customers complain about is, what they'll do is, if it doesn't fit in their little bitty mailbox slot, they'll place it on the floor among all the mailboxes. They'll just lay it right there in the hall, right there on the floor for anybody to pick up. And there's been a lot of customers complaining because they didn't get their package, because one, UPS passed the buck on to USPS, and then USPS would drop it in the hallway if it didn't fit in that little bitty box slot. So if you live in an apartment, 9 times out of 10, you're probably not going to get your package, unless somebody's nice enough to leave it there and not pick it up and say, ooh, free Christmas gift, because that's what normal people would do. So when USPS drops it on the floor, it's a slim chance you're going to get it. And I don't know how many calls I've gotten from people who made Christmas orders around November, December, and they get a deal at Best Buy for it being on sale. Now, Best Buy will do price matching with other, like Amazon or Walmart or Target, some reputable company, but they will not do price matching on a third-party vendor, which means if you order from like Amazon or eBay, a lot of times those items are coming from another company, so that's a third-party vendor. So what happens is they lose their package, and then they call us up, and they don't get Best Buy. They get us. They get Teltec, who's affiliated with Best Buy. Basically takes care of all Best Buy's orders, and we have to tell them we can't do anything about it. You know, we can do a UPS action where UPS will have to do an investigation, find out what happened to the package. Well, why are they going to do that when they pass the buck on to your local postal service? Now, you're stuck telling the local postal service and having to deal with them on getting your package. And there's been a lot of complaints around, I worked there from like November 11th to just 2 days ago, which is January 29th. That's when they called me and told me, well, you were done. Seasonal employment's over, so we don't need you anymore. So, and they told that to everybody that they hired for seasonal work. So the seasonal work was supposed to last until March, and it was cut out shortly. So I'm not working with them anymore. So I'm doing this car vlog to let you guys know the experience that I had working there. Because we're supposed to provide customer service, so a lot of times whenever somebody would call and complain, I would do what I could to help the customer out, let them know, if you don't get your package, that's why you don't get your package. USPS might lose it. And another time I had another customer saying that she had ordered a printer, a big printer for her business at home, and it was 50 pounds. She had to have somebody help lift it up onto the table. And when she went in to check it over and work at it, the second drawer was broke. It was a defective item. And she had called us because she had already been through Hewlett-Packard, because it was a Hewlett-Packard printer, and they told her to call us. So she calls us up, and she wants to talk to the supervisor. Well, I put in through the chat line because it's all through internet, so you have to go through a chat program to communicate with what they call your chat coach. And I would tell the chat coach, I need a call to a supervisor. I need approval to go transfer this call to a supervisor. Well, that didn't work. She didn't want anything to do with that. She wanted to tell me to go ahead and tell the customer to take it back to Best Buy. Well, the customer couldn't lift the package because it was too heavy for her to get it, and she lived out in the country, further rural than I live. And she didn't have means to get to Best Buy. The nearest Best Buy was a couple hours away. So that was out of the question. So then she suggested to the chat line to send her a return label and have UPS pick it up and take it back to Best Buy. Well, she couldn't pick the item up. She could box it back up, but she had to get somebody to help her lift it and put it back in the box it back up, and then lift it again to put it out on the porch and put the return label on it. And hopefully UPS would show up to pick it up. Normally, you're supposed to take the item to your local UPS supplier and have them send it back to Best Buy, is what we are told to tell them. Well, that was out of the question. So that was a poor experience. The chat coach was supposed to send the call to a supervisor, and she didn't want to do it. So that customer didn't get help at all. So she was upset about that. I was on the call with her for like 40 minutes. Trying to help her out, and I couldn't, advise her. Now, there's some customers have called and said, I'd like to get a little record player to go over my stereo system, and we sell record players, but we didn't have any record players that would match his system. I told him, go to places where they have local places where you can recycle your electronics. And a lot of times those places, even though they take the electronics as junk, they'll fix them up and resell them, because that's how they make their money. So I told the guy, go to a local recycling place that recycles electronics, a lot of times you can find a record player, a used one, that you can add to your stereo system. Well, that worked out with him. He was happy to hear that. But the main point is, when you buy from Best Buy, the best thing to do is go into the store and pick up your item. That's the best advice I can give you. If you order online from Best Buy, you are taking a chance on your item not getting there. Sometimes it does, sometimes you lose it, and if the package does get lost and it's a big enough package for UPS to send it themselves, then, you know, you call Teltec. Well, you're calling Best Buy, 1-800 Best Buy, but you're getting Teltec. And what they'll do is they'll reship another one to you and do a UPS, what they call a UPS action, which is UPS does investigations to find out why the package was lost. So they have to do that. And then you end up waiting longer to get another item. So it's nothing but a hassle. And basically, you know, I'm not saying don't buy from Best Buy. I'm not saying, ooh, Best Buy sucks. You know, it's not that Best Buy it sucks. They don't suck. But their online order system is not up to par with other companies like eBay and Amazon. Now, there's something new that Best Buy has done, and I'm going to tell you guys to steer clear of this. They have started doing marketplace orders. Marketplace orders is a third-party vendor. That's the same thing as what eBay would do or Amazon would do, because Best Buy is trying to compete with eBay and Amazon. Their marketplace vendor system is set up to where you have to go through that marketplace vendor. You call us and we can't do nothing to help you because you bought the item through us, through Best Buy, but you went to a marketplace vendor. So I don't know how many calls I've gotten from customers complaining that they can't get a hold of the marketplace vendor. They've sent them 5 emails or sent them, 3 calls trying to call them, and they don't return the calls. They don't answer their emails. And they might want to change their order. They might want to cancel their order. They might want to find out where their order is. If it's a marketplace order, they're stuck dealing with the marketplace because Best Buy won't do nothing to help you. So that's what I'm telling you guys. If you order online from Best Buy, you're going to see on the webpage, when you select your item, you're going to see all on one category. You're going to see Best Buy only on the second category, and then you're going to see Marketplace on the third category. Stay away from that third category. Stay away from Marketplace vendors through Best Buy. Do not order anything from Best Buy through a Marketplace vendor because you're going to have a nightmare. I'm just telling you that right now. If you want to order from Best Buy, I suggest you order straight from the Best Buy website. And when you do order it, you have 2 options that you have. You can have it shipped to home, or you can have in-store pickup. Do the in-store pickup. Now, there is a catch with this. With the in-store pickup, you have the option to have your friends and family pick up the item at the store. That is a nightmare. I've been told that we cannot add friends and family for security reasons. Thefts have been able to, I don't know how thieves have been able to do it, but this is their rule, all right? The store won't add a friends and family. They tell you to call 1-800 Best Buy and then go through them to get the friends and family added. But then when they call, the customer calls, we have to tell them we can't do it because it's a security reason. There's too many thieves going in there picking up other people's orders at the store. But in order to do that, they have to have the last 4 digits of the credit card that was used, and they have to give them their name and telephone and email. When you add a friend and family, you have to give them the name, the telephone number, and email of that friend and family that you want to pick up your item. They have to have the last 4 digits of the credit card for verification of the credit card being used. All right, they also have to have that. That's the same as having a credit card with them. All right, so if you order online for in-store pickup and you want to add a friend, do it at the time you make the order, or else you have to cancel that order and make another one. And so many people have had hassles with that. They didn't like it, there's so many husbands have called and bitched at me because they had their wife at the store at the time and they wanted their wife added for the in-store pickup, and we couldn't do it. There's been times I've done it even though we weren't supposed to. I've done it anyway because, you know, they had the proper information for the client or the wife to pick it up, and they said it was their wife. And I was like, well, you know, if it gets stolen, if somebody else picks it up, that's your fault. But, you know, in order for you to add friends and family, you have to have the order number, which is the BBY01-12 to 15 numbers, right? And you have to have that, because as soon as you call us with Best Buy, guess what? You got to have the order number so we can look it up. You got to verify the name, address, and phone number that you're calling on. That's on the order. So if you call and you make the order, the first thing you got to do, of course, whenever you call anybody, is to verify your name, address, and phone number, or email address, whatever they ask for. And then you got to turn around and give them the order number for the order. So I don't see how somebody who's a thief could get all that information to add themselves on as a friend and family to pick up somebody else's order if they're planning on stealing it. I don't see how they can do that. You know, that's a lot of information that they got to have in order to steal the package. So, but, you know, we can't add friends and family once the order is already made. They have to do it at the time they make the order. So my suggestion to you is, if you order anything on Best Buy website, please do in-store pickup, and do not, I mean, you have to add the friends and family at the time you make the order. If you do not, you make sure that you were there to pick up that item. Once the item is available for in-store pickup, you got 8 days to get the item or to be put back on the shelf. I know a lot of people order online, but my advice, you know, with this is, please stay away from market vendors with Best Buy. If you order from Best Buy, order directly from Best Buy, and do in-store pickup and pick it up yourself. That's my advice. There's just been too much hassle with people wanting to add friends and family, not being able to do that. And then on top of that, when they order it shipped to home, a lot of times they might not get their package, or if it hits order acknowledged, like I said, we can't do nothing with it. You have to wait for it to come in. And if you take it to the store, you know, the store might log it in as being returned, but then it might not hit our system, and then you don't get your money back, and you already returned your item. I mean, it was a nightmare. I mean, it was really a nightmare working for this company. The rules were just ridiculous. So if you want to order something that's small, please go to Amazon. Go to Amazon or eBay, because they have reputable business, and they've been doing it for years. And I've never had a problem ordering from Amazon or eBay when I ordered a package. A lot of people don't have any. The only problem I've not had was people ordering appliances. If they order appliances or home theater stuff, they've been able to get their packages okay, because they have Amazon deliver them. Best Buy will deliver appliances through Best Buy. That is okay. I've never had any complaints about Best Buy appliances and home theater, as long as Best Buy is the one that's delivering it. If not, and you're getting it through UPS, you're taking a risk on your own.